Okay,
So.
I've had it. I can't
You've
just leave
had it with
things
this
like
guy.
this. If he hates me, so be it. But I care about Ethan. It's more than just being friends. I want him to be happy, and he won't be happy if things go on like this. If I push him and he tries to protest, I'll just keep going. If I leave him alone, he'll just overwork himself again. He's the type that loses sight of everything when he's fixated on a goal. If he goes on like this, he'll self-destruct. So I have to be here for him in whatever capacity I can. That's how much I catch Ethan as he's on his way out, stopping him just in front of the restaurant. I feel like if I don't talk to him about this as soon as I can, I'll never be able to. Ethan,
Oh, Josh.
you, where have you been? Are you feeling better now?
Yes, it was a nasty cold, but I got over it. Thank you.
His words sound so hollow. There's a tension hanging in the air. I should just read the atmosphere, take a hint, and leave, but I'm not smart enough to leave things well enough alone. About your exam. It was a few days ago, right?
Yeah, the results came out yesterday.
That fast?
Well, it's all electronic now. Okay, you were right. It's all electronic nowadays. They can score the tests pretty quickly.
So,
And failed.
that's it. I don't know what he's been doing for the last week while he was gone, but I'm sure after taking the exam, Ethan already had some idea of how he did on it. The test results probably only confirmed what he already knew.
But still, I feel smart for calling it on the electronic test. Whoa.
And that will join my legacy as the remaining legacy of humanity.
No!
Too bad, Kelly.
But I have so much more to give to the world.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It turns out that, like, you know how humans enjoy funny cat videos?
Yes.
There'll be this species of alien that enjoys weird human laugh videos,
Oh no!
and that'll be the only thing that's preserved of humanity is the collection of human laugh videos that these aliens collected.
I like it. I mean, I hate it, but I like it. I can accept it.
Ellipsis.
Well, there's always next time.
Yeah.
You can retake the exam in, what, another 3 months? No big deal.
Ellipsis.
Ethan?
You're always like this.
Huh? What are you...
No big deal. I just failed an exam that decides my future. You know how much I want to become a teacher.
Well, yeah, but...
You were always telling me to ease up and not study so hard. And look at how that turned out. I failed my exam. Now who knows how long it'll be before I can be a teacher. If I'd just been able to keep pushing myself and get a fever and pass out during the exam, at least I would have been a passed out teacher. I'll have to start filming for the Risamo port soon. I probably won't have time to even go in and take the exam, let alone study for it. Have you ever failed at something before, Josh? No. Have you ever even cared enough about something to be concerned about whether you fail or not?
Man, he's being salty right now.
Yeah.
You have no idea how I feel right now.
Maybe this isn't one of those endings where it ends good.
His
I
voice
don't
is...
know.
His voice is so tense, but Ethan keeps his volume low, as usual. Still, his tone is far from calm. He sounds so disappointed in me, so frustrated. Maybe I'd feel better if he would just yell at me, but it's like he doesn't even have the energy for that. I can't help but get defensive. I was just trying to cheer him up a little. I wasn't trying to make light of his situation. I was just trying to help. I saw how stressed out you were and how bad your health was. I was just worried about you. Are you telling me not to worry about you?
Yes!
Yes.
Ethan,
Don't you understand? You're just a distraction. I've never asked you to worry about me. It's a burden. It's hard enough deciding my own future. Don't make me worry about yours as well. Don't bother with me. Just leave me to do what I need to do. I'm sorry that I didn't mean for my words to come out like that. I'm just experiencing emotions.
I've never seen you this mad before. For once, I think you really mean what you're saying. Or saying what you mean.
Josh.
The look on Ethan's face says he's already feeling bad about what just happened. But he only feels bad because he's a nice guy, and he probably thinks he's upset me. He meant every word he said. He reaches out towards me, but I take a step back. Fine, I get it. So all this time my feelings have been one-sided.
What?
I worried about you, I cared about you, but you just think my feelings are a burden. Fine, I'll take the hint.
Oh.
Oh, sad face. No.
You see all these cars here? I'm just imagining people are just showing up to listen to this
It's
conversation.
just like, whoa.
Like they were driving along, but this looked more interesting than whatever they were doing.
Yeah, because I mean, they even have a green light.
Oh yeah, they do.
They do have a green light.
They're just all stopped here.
You're just like, well, look at those guys. They're out here every night.
You know, there's one alternative explanation, guys. Maybe the reason they can't go is because they don't have any tires on their cars.
No,
anymore.
we're not bringing that up again. We're not reviving this.
Josh.
Do whatever you want. As you wish. I'm done worrying about you.
Oh.
Before he can say anything else, I walk off towards the apartment complex without him. If he says anything else to me, I'm not hearing it.
No!
Solve problems?
I bolt
Ethan,
up.
it's your turn to leave him a message at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
I bolt up the stairs and barricade myself in my apartment. Well, he does have a spare key, but something tells me he's not coming. So, in the end, this is as far as we can go. The more I think about it, the worse I feel. All those times I invited him, did he just think I was a nuisance? When I was worried for him, cooked for him, tried to get him to talk to me, I was only a distraction? Has Ethan just been putting up with me for all these years? This will join your legacy, Ben.
Yeah, that's Legacy Part 2. So you actually did get a Legacy Part 2. Good job.
Wait, that wasn't what I meant.
Weird noises Ben makes. The next day, I'm still so stunned by everything that happened that I skip work. I make sure to call in, though. I'm just sitting in the kitchen thinking about stuff when I hear the apartment door open. In barges Liam. I probably shouldn't even be surprised by his intrusions anymore.
What's with the long face?
You're one of the last people I want to see right now, moron.
Wow. And to think that I came here to give you a present?
Really? What'd you bring?
It's a used napkin. Here you go.
Myself, I'm the used napkin.
That's about an equivalent.
Wait,
comparison.
what?
Just go and die in a fire, Liam.
Yeah.
Oh!
Posterity loves you.
So, I heard Ethan failed his teaching certification.
I wonder who told him. Somehow I can't imagine Ethan giving him the news. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, still can't believe it. I bet it was because he was sick. He studied so hard for it.
If that's what you think, what are you doing sulking here?
I'm not sulking.
Sure. I know you only ever take days off for one reason. You've got a hangover. And I know right now you're totally sober and unhungover. So what gives?
I said something kind of insensitive to Ethan yesterday. He snapped and spouted a lot of stuff, but the part I remember is that he said I'm a distraction and he doesn't want me worrying about him.
He was probably just depressed about the exam.
Yeah, but what he said struck a nerve. It made me realize just how useless I am. You and Ethan know what you want to do with your lives, but I'm just sort of puttering around. I feel like I just drag you guys down.
Look, I'll admit Ethan's the type that's pretty non-confrontational. He bottles up how he feels sometimes, and it's hard to tell what he's thinking. But if he didn't like you, he wouldn't have hung out with you for so long.
But
I mean it. We're friends with you because we like you. You can be an idiot, overly pushy and violent, and pretty oblivious, but I like those qualities. But you're a nice guy and you're loyal. You're not as useless as you think you are. You're only a little loose, but...
Only a little useless.
He's at least trying.
And you've got the rest of your life to think about what you want to do. So what's the rush? Me and Ethan just figured it out a little quicker, that's all. If you have time to be depressed, you have time to get over yourself.
Liam,
What?
you're saying such nice things today. It's kind of giving me the creeps.
God, you're such a... Beep. Fine, see if I ever try to be supportive again.
Your homemade bleeping system. He turns to
That's
leave.
what we call. Wait. I have a pun. That's what we call censorship. Okay, I'm done.
He turns to leave, but stops when I call out to him. Hey, Liam?
What?
Thanks. And I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you should be saying that to, right?
Liam leaves without saying anything else. Well, even if that's true, what am I supposed to do? Just knock on Ethan's door and force him to talk to me? Can't do that. I need to think about what I want to say. If I just rush in without thinking, I'll probably say something stupid again. Well,
Have you tried sending him a drunken message at 3 a.m.?
yeah, I tried and that didn't work either. Well, I can't think on an empty stomach.
It just came out. Blah, 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 blah.
No, Anna has a legacy.
I'm merely quoting the line from before when he texted him at 3 a.m.
Well, I can't think on an empty stomach. I decide to cook lunch. Maybe that'll help to clear my mind or something. While I get the ingredients together and stuff, I think about just how much I like cooking. Before, Ethan said I should try becoming a real chef. I've never really thought about what I want to do after I stop acting, but I do enjoy cooking. Have you ever even cared enough about something to be concerned about whether you fail or not? Maybe I got as mad as I did because he was right. I had no idea how he felt when I said no big deal. It was a big deal to Ethan. I was out of line. I understand now, though. I care about Ethan, and I failed at being there for him, at being supportive and understanding. Thanks to that, I feel pretty awful. As I put my casserole in the oven, I hear the sound of someone unlocking the front door again. Man, did Liam leave something behind? He wasn't even here that long. But then the door opens and Ethan, of all people, walks in.
Josh.
This is the first time he's ever let himself into my apartment. even though I've always told him that he can come over whenever he wants. This is just so awkward. I only just resolved to talk to him, so I really don't know what to say. Ethan sits down at the counter across from me, and I start thinking about what to say to him. First, I need to apologize for being a jerk yesterday, but Ethan beats me to the punch.
I'm really sorry about yesterday. I was upset and I said some things that I pretty much instantly regretted.
He really sounds apologetic, but it's hard to believe that he would just say a bunch of things he didn't mean at all. I still think that he was just keeping those things bottled up until now. Geez, what happened to all my self-confidence? I hate myself right now, but I can't stop the words from tumbling out. So you didn't mean any of what you said?
Huh?
About me being a distraction and all that.
Ellipsis.
Be honest. All this time you just wanted me to leave you alone. Well, I'm sorry that I meddled so much. I was insensitive yesterday, too. I just forced my thoughts and feelings on you.
That's not it.
Surprised ellipsis.
He's ready to eat again. He's doing that mouth.
It's not it at all.
Then why did you say all that to me? Now it just sounds like I'm blaming him. I really can't believe that someone like you would just say things like that because you're upset or taking your frustrations out on someone.
Let me ask you, why do you bother so much with me? Do you pity me because I come from more humble means?
Where did this come from all of a sudden? You think I'm friends with you for such shallow reasons?
When I met you, you and Liam were best friends. Even though you guys let me into your social circle, I always felt like there was a distinct difference between you two and me. Our personalities are so different. I was scared that you two would get sick of me and my gloomy personality. But I thought it would be okay just to be friends with you. As we got older, though, it wasn't enough. You moved on. You became something of a celebrity and had girls falling for you left and right. Even Liam became a model. Me with my serious personality and average looks. What was I supposed to do? I think you have above average looks.
Could it be that he... There's no way.
Except he's blushing now. I wanted you to be happy. I didn't want you to worry about me. Every time you talked to me about how concerned you were, every time you cooked me something, I felt my hopes go up a little, and I couldn't stand that. I don't want to live a delusion. I feel like if I couldn't pass that exam and move on with my life too, I'd never be able to catch up to you and Liam. I nagged you about your future when I'm just as uncertain about mine. I feel awful.
Before I say anything else, I put out my cigarette and take a deep breath. I need to study myself before I say what I have to say. Ethan?
Yeah?
Do you know why I worry about you? Why, even though you're so reluctant to open up, I try to force you to talk to me?
Because we're friends.
Spoiler alert, no.
Just get ready, everyone.
Liam's my friend, Ethan. I wouldn't go this far for someone unless they were really special to me. Here goes nothing. And you're special to me. Not just as a friend, but I have real feelings for you.
Fake feelings for all the friends.
It's like unlike my feelings for my friends.
Which is awful.
I mean, I know that's how my feelings for all of you, my friends, are completely fake.
Oh, thanks. That's so sweet, Ben.
Oh, man.
Also, just like look at Ethan's expression. He's just like, wait, what?
Ah!
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 Yes, exactly
Okay.
like that.
We all have extra songs for our legacies here.
Woohoo!
I don't know when they started, but eventually I realized that the way I feel about you is more than how I feel about my friends.
Josh.
If you're going to reject me, then fine, but don't tell me to leave you alone and stop worrying about you. Can't do that. Ethan's silent for a long time. He has a thoughtful look on his face, but after all that's happened, I'm honestly fearing the worst. But I spoke from the heart. I said how I really feel without using any flowery words. If it
Like
doesn't-
Daisy and Sunflower.
If it doesn't work,
Best flower words.
if it doesn't work out, then fine. But at least I was true to myself.
I won't tell you that ever again. I guess you haven't realized it yet, but the reason why I wanted to try and move on with my life was because of my feelings for you too. Part of me was jealous of Liam and how close he is to you. I realized that you two weren't in that kind of a relationship, but still. Seeing you date girls in high school was annoying to me too, and I couldn't understand why I felt that way. Felt really bad about myself for having such dark thoughts, and it just felt worse every time you told me how nice I was and whatnot.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pressure you. I say a lot of things without thinking.
I know, but I suppose in the end that's part of what I love about you. You're always honest, bright, and single-minded. It's always easy to see what you're thinking.
Are you really complimenting me?
But I think people like me need people like you. No, I need you. That's all there is to it. I really can't get on properly if you're around. And really, I like your cooking the best.
Ethan, how is it that we both felt the same way about each other all this time, but failed so hard at expressing it? I'm no good with words, really.
Because there would be no story otherwise.
I'm supposed to be the elegant prince character in these games, but I'm really anything but prince-like. There comes a time where you just have to let your actions do the talking. I walk around the counter to stand next to Ethan. We stare at each other for a few seconds as he slowly rises to his feet.
You...
I pull his glasses off and place them on the counter. He squints at me a little. Just how bad is his vision anyway? I can't keep a smile off my face, which he probably can't see, since I stole his glasses.
What? Would you not laugh at me, please?
Sorry. It's just, you're really cute.
Huh? I don't understand this.
Really, really cute. Closing the remaining distance between us, I reach out my left hand towards Ethan. I grab his hair and pull his face towards mine.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh my god. Just my feelings for Ethan, just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. This game, it did all the crazy.
It did all the crazy. Anna, 2018. Beautiful.
Man, to think I would go from like hating Ethan to being like, my god, Ethan, you're just like this sweet little like cupcake who just needs to be protected.
And
Yeah.
and not eat things that are not food.
And like,
Yeah, that was an
you're-
addition of ours, but yes.
Yes.
oh, and the line, like, just the cute, you're really, really cute, and he's just, huh? Like, you just can't.
It sounded like an of disgust. But
No,
I know
that was
you
a-
just said yes.
Despite what Despite what Ethan thinks about my dating history, I actually don't have much experience with this. I've been so busy with work in recent years. Sad but true. But kissing Ethan is comfortable. It just feels right. While I definitely feel my heart racing, somehow this also feels like, well, like I've come home. And maybe, for the first time in forever, I really have. I feel like, for once, I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
You better not ruin this for me, game.
They both die of the plague.
And they make that sound Ben made.
Ethan and I...
That was a happy sound.
I couldn't see your face. That's part of the issue here.
Ethan and I officially started dating that day. My parents weren't exactly thrilled. I'm an only child and they really want grandchildren. But after all, since our planet runs on love, people tend to be pretty open-minded about this sort of thing.
I mean, adoption?
That's still an
Or-
option, yes.
Adoption still an
Yeah.
option. That'll be one of the songs in the musical.
Yeah.
Or surrogacy is a thing, but adoption is a good thing. That would be a nice option.
Nobody raised any objections, and Ethan moved into my apartment. Oh, and it's turned out that the reason he failed his certification exam was actually because he'd bubbled in all the answers wrong. He skipped a row on the Scantron by accident, so all his answers were off.
It was a Scantron.
So with some normal studying and some good old TLC, he was able to pass the next exam with flying colors. The Risamo port did pretty well too, and gave me enough money to go to culinary school.
Yay!
I still think games like Ristorante Amore are really cheesy, but you know what? Love makes the world go around, literally. And sometimes happily ever after really does come true.
You have now seen one endings.
One endings.
What endings?
Ooh.
All
Who's
right,
this
so
System character? System
Was-
is a great character.
I feel like the only thing that changed it was who we texted.
Right? That.
And I'm just like very impressed with like how the game subverted our expectations and toyed with my emotions.
Yay!